Great, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Vinci from my science closet, and in today's video we're going to talk a little bit about coronavirus. What a shocker. I feel like there's a lot of people out there really panicking, and I feel that as a biomedical scientist I should do something about it or talk a little bit about it. But first I want to make tea for this conversation with you guys. I don't really know how to start the video, so I'm just going to start. Okay, so I think we all agree in the fact that coronavirus is affecting the entire world. Depending on what part of the world, it's more serious than another, and some people are getting really terrified and in a state of panic and hysteria, which in my opinion does not help at all. I feel like my biggest advice is not to let fear control you and try to just take the measures to be safe and stay calm. So like the coronavirus has been turbulent for weeks now, and I feel, and I think we all feel, it's still going to be a while until everything calms down and there's a solution to this, and everything goes back to normal. And I feel like as a biomedical scientist, maybe I could talk a little bit about how coronavirus works, even though there's a lot of articles out there and you could probably do your own research to know more about this. But I just thought that because I'm a biomedical scientist and I have a YouTube channel, I should talk a little bit about this, even though I didn't want to. But anyway, just to make it clear, I am not a professional expert in virology field. I am specializing myself in the cancer field. So I'm just going to talk about what I know about coronavirus and the way I understand it, and hopefully it will help some of you. So anyway, I think we should start off by the question, what is coronavirus? You probably all know why coronavirus is named corona. It's because of its morphology shape of a crown, and it was first discovered, if I am not incorrect, in the 1960s, and there are actually 7 types of human coronavirus, if I'm not incorrect. So I think a lot of people are wondering how infection works. So when talking about infection, the very first thing that occurs, obviously, is that the virus is going to enter the host organism, right? So this spike protein is going to attach to the cell membrane of the host. Now, it is not clear the exact mechanism about this. They don't know if it's by fusion of the virus cell membrane and the cell membrane of the host, or if it is by endocytosis, which is a process by which the virus enters the cell host by an endosome. So when it enters, the coronavirus has one single-stranded RNA. Once it's inside the cell membrane, by different type of processes, it's going to make more proteins and more virus genome. And then this proteins and genome are going to be incorporated into the endoplasmatic reticulum, which is another part of the cell, and it's going to be taken to the outside of the cell, to the extracellular space, by the apparatus Golgi, which is another part of the cell. And this is how the infection is produced, and this entire process is going to happen again and again and again. Now, from human to human, and this you already know because it's something that has been said a lot in the news, it's transmitted by close contact via respiratory droplets, by sneezing and coughing. Another question that I feel that a lot of people are making and that it's not entirely clear is what happens once you have the coronavirus. So the very first thing that is going to happen if you have the coronavirus is that your throat is going to be infected. You're going to feel this dry sensation in your throat, and this is going to last for 3 to 4 days. And then the second thing that is going to happen is that the virus will fuse with the nasal fluid, drip into the trachea until it gets into your lung. And this second process that I just mentioned will take about 5 to 6 days. There will be a stage with pneumonia. You will feel high fever. You will feel difficulties breathing and also nasal congestion, but it's different from the normal nasal congestion that we have with the regular cold. Also, another thing that can happen is that you feel that you're drowning in water. So when you have this feeling, it's very important that you seek medical attention immediately. Now, I think it's important that we understand the resistance of the coronavirus to see what is in your power to deal with this coronavirus and not depend entirely off doctors. So the coronavirus is not resistant to heat. It has been proven that coronavirus dies between 26 and 27 degrees. Another important thing to know is that coronavirus can remain active on a tissue between 6 and 12 hours. That's another thing that you should know. Now, if there is a person infected in front of you and that person sneezes, it's going to take about 3 meters before it falls to the ground. Once the virus falls into a surface of metal, it is able to live in that surface for about 12 hours. Now, the thing with the hands. The reason why they're telling you to wash your hands so many times is because the coronavirus can live in your hands for between 5 to 10 minutes. And even though it does not seem as a long time, imagine how many times you can touch everything in 5 minutes. So now that we know the resistance of coronavirus, there's a lot of things that you can do in order not to depend entirely of doctors and let them do their work with the people that need it the most. So these things that I'm going to tell you now, I do them in my daily life. I don't need to be in fear of an illness to get to me in order to do this. These tips that I'm going to tell you will not only help you with coronavirus, but will help you with a lot of different diseases that I'm not going to mention right now because it's not the point, but it really does help you to be healthier and avoid many diseases that are out there. Coronavirus does not survive high temperatures, so you could really take advantage of this and drink hot water. For example, teas and infusion. You can go into the sunlight, you can take hot baths, you can create your own sauna. Just put the water to maximum and let everything feel like a sauna and heat up your body. Now, the thing with clothes, normal laundry should kill the virus, but for example, if you have coats or you have winter clothes that you normally do not put in the dryer, like jackets, what you can do is put them out in the sun so that it helps to kill the virus in case you have it on your jacket. Now, another very important thing to do is to improve your immune system. Try to put your immune system at its best. So the one thing that you can do is take a multivitaminic complex. So what I'm doing, well, I cannot say what I'm doing. What I always do, the very first thing I do in the morning is take my multivitaminic complex. A little scientific fact, I have read the vitamin C is known for having a lot of health benefits, but one I learned these days because I have been trying to read a lot of how to kill viruses, not coronaviruses, but like viruses in general, in a natural way, and I read that vitamin C is known mainly because of its antioxidant capacity, but it is also known to be involved in the killing of virus and the prevention of viral replication, which is the way that infection occurred. The second thing to improve your immune system is to exercise daily, and the reason for this is because doing exercise is going to activate your immune system. Then it's very important to have good quality sleep. I know some people say 8, others 6, others I don't know, whatever. My honest opinion is to do your own research and to try to figure out what amount of hours works best for you, but in my opinion it's around 7.5 hours. That's my opinion, or at least that is what best works for me. And also essential oils. Essential oils help a lot in killing viruses, and you can introduce them to help with your immune system. And also food. Food is very important. I have read that for viruses, ginger, turmeric, black pepper, and coconut oil, they work really well to like disinfect pathogens from your body. And then another important thing to do obviously is to disinfect your house. It's very important to open your windows, and you need to like disinfect your house with fresh air and get all the toxins and all the germs out. Use non-bacterial cleansers. I will say something about this now. And also you can use essential oils diffusers. So you have like the essential oils in the air of your house, and in case that you have any viruses there, you can help to kill them. So I read that the most antiviral essential oils, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they are, is eucalyptus, tea tree, and thyme. Now the thing that I wanted to say with the antibacterial cleansers, and not only to disinfect your home but also to wash your hands, is not to use antibacterial ones, because if you use antibacterial soap, for instance, you're going to kill the weak bacteria, but you're going to make other bacteria strong and resistant, so they're kind of going to stay in your hands. So for washing your hands, I would suggest just using the regular soap. Just wash your hands, and be very careful with the amount of times you wash your hands, because you can get it really dry and you can start having rashes and you can have a lot of other side effects. So just wash your hands, but don't be too crazy about it. So all these tips that I mentioned, I don't think you should only do it right now because of the coronavirus. I think that these habits should be put into your life every day to avoid any other type of diseases. And another thing that I wanted to talk about is about masks. There's like it's not clear whether they help or not. So the coronavirus are categorized as a large size of viruses. They have like between 400 and 500 nanometers of diameter. So they say that all masks are able to filter those coronavirus, not only 3M. But the thing with the mask is that they say you can wear it in order to avoid touching your face with your hands, and you can wear it in order that in case that you're infected, not to transmit it to other people. But the thing is, if you don't have it and by some kind of accident it goes inside of the mask, you're going to get it. So I don't feel 100% confident about the way they work and how efficient they can be. I am not in the street, I am in quarantine, so right now I don't know if you can hear it, but my window is open. The bed is also open to like clear any type of toxins that it has, and I'm going to put in a second my diffuser with a mixture of essential oils. So I think the most important thing to do is try not to let fear control you. Do your own research, do not believe everything that you read or see, and don't overload your brain with news, because that is not going to help you at all. And try to do these tips that I told you in your house and in your daily life. Also, don't go to the supermarkets and do a massive shopping. There are a lot of people out there that cannot do massive shopping and live by the day. And if you go to the supermarket and do a massive shopping, you're not letting other people buy. I really don't want to talk much about this kind of attitudes, but I don't think they're the right attitudes to have at this point. Anyway, this is the end of the video. I hope you liked it. I hope these tips help you, and this is basically what we have in our power to do in our house and not call 24 hours doctors who are dealing with more severe problems out there. So yeah, if you have any opinion, if you have anything that could help and I have not mentioned, comment it down below. If you think I said something that is wrong, again, comment it down below, because I'm happy to learn. Maybe there is something that I said that is wrong. And yeah, I hope you're doing great, and I send you a lot of love for this situation that we're all living. And I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next video. Mwah.